You know who the best starfighter in the fleet is.
Continuing the chaos, this is going to be on Eye of the Storm. Another 4-player map. And it looks like we have cross positions, so get ready for a longer one. Except down at the 5 o'clock position in red is Hwasin. That means up at the 10 o'clock position in purple, I think, is Killer. I'm gonna stalk you in the bushes. Okay, but yes, Hwasin played much better in that second game. I think he kind of, as Homer Simpson would put it, he kind of shook the dew off the lily there a little bit. But the good part for the prelims guys is they get to play a lot of games before they get to this kind of position. Hwasin hasn't been fielded much in Pro League, and he's already seeded to this position in the round of 36, so he hasn't played any OSL games either. So I think he's a little bit rusty, even though they practice in the team house. No amount of practice can get you ready for being in front of people, being in the public eye, and playing against a player who's not on your team. So I think Hwasin kind of shook off the rust a bit. I think he got off that rust, and now he's playing up to his usual good level of play. And now both of these players can give us a great game. This is a 9-pool build from Killer, actually. This is not what I would have expected on a 4-player map. And there's Hwasin on a toy plane. So cute! But yes, let's see what Killer does now. Throwing down his extractor too is a very strange build from him on a 4-player map. It looks like he might be expecting some kind of cheese from Hwasin actually. Actually, I think, yeah, just the extractor trick to get the extra drone. So, wow, Killer is going for Zerglings right out of the gate. He's expecting an econ build from Hwasin, and he's expecting that he can find Hwasin quickly, which he's not going to do. Going out with a drone scout, but he's going to scout the 2 o'clock and the 8 o'clock, and he's not going to find Hwasin for a while. Of course, once he goes down to the 8 o'clock with that Overlord and sees that there's nothing there, he's going to know where to run with his Zerglings, but it's going to take a while before that happens. And by the time he comes down into the map with his Zerglings and tries to find the place where he needs to run, Hwasin is going to have Marines out. Of course, Hwasin isn't going to get the scout on this until the Zerglings are running out of the base, I think. Because Hwasin coming up here to the 2 o'clock position, running around. He's going to see that there's no creep up there, and he's going to go straight for the 10 o'clock. And I don't think he's going to scout these Zerglings. The Zerglings are going to run into the middle of the map. He's going to have to scout that hatchery first. He's going to see that hatchery coming down, but he's going to notice that it isn't completely morphed. There are about 3 stages, a few stages to a hatchery morph. So he's going to see that it's in the early stage, and he's, oh man, this could be bad for Hwasin. He only has 1 Marine out. And I think, oh man, he's going to go out and throw down his expansion, I think. So this could have been a good ploy from, oh man, the Zerglings coming out. Oh man, Killer, this could have been a good plan from him. Of course, Killer isn't running in just yet. Hwasin coming out here with a few SCVs trying to block. Oh, just perfect timing from Hwasin. He couldn't have timed that any closer, because if he didn't have that third SCV there, I think that Killer would have been able to run in and completely surround those Marines. Whoo, cutting it a little bit close, Hwasin. So Hwasin running back with 1 of his SCVs. He thinks he has enough Marines to hold this now. And I'm not sure what his SCV was up to out doing the scout. I'm not sure if he still has that alive or not inside of the main. I assume he does. I don't think that Killer had enough Zerglings to really devote to taking that down. But let's see. Yeah, the scout is still alive, and Hwasin is going to scout the 3rd hatchery coming up. So it looks like 9 pool into 3 hatch. Muta, I assume, would be Muta. Of course, as Killer shown us in the last game, he threw down his... not Defiler. God! Hydrodin before... before his Spires, so he was trying to get that out. He's trying to switch into Lurkers a little bit sooner than most Zerg players do. Okay, let's see. Hwasin looking for the lair. He's like, where is that lair? I know the lair's around here somewhere. He's keeping that scout alive as long as possible, and I think that Killer has pretty much brought back all of his Zerglings from the front of where Hwasin was. And Hwasin's actually moving out with a force. I'm not sure if this is just... yeah, I think it's just Marines out there. He's moving up the map with that force, kind of looking all over the place. Maybe looking for a counterattack with Zerglings or something. He's kind of running back to his base right now. That might just be because he saw all those Zerglings. It looks like another heavy Zergling build from Killer. He's going to run in with a ton of Zerglings. Bunker coming up. Oh, this bunker is going to be clutch, I think. I think the bunker is going to come up just in time. And Hwasin's going to throw all of his Marines into that bunker. Well, 4 of them anyway. Here comes the bunker. Clutch bunker, as I said, is coming up right now. And now Hwasin's going to try to hold this against a heavy Zergling build yet again from Killer. And so Killer is going to try to keep on the pressure, and at the same time, I think he's going to throw down a 3rd base. At least I think that would be the most logical thing for him to do at this point. Although he could definitely still stick to 2-base muted right now. I think he put himself a little bit behind with the 9-pool gambit that didn't quite pay off. And he built more Zerglings than what is usual for this kind of build. It looks like +1 being upgraded by Hwasin this time. Pretty standard stuff from Hwasin right out of the gate. And Killer, you can see him kind of running around the map. He's making sure that there aren't any rogue troops out there that could cause him a whole lot of pain. Because the Zerg really needs to know when to throw down Sunkens. That's why they keep Zerglings out the front so long against a Terran player. They need to know when to throw down Sunkens. Because if you don't have enough Sunkens at your front, you're just going to die to a Medic or Marine push, as Killer showed us in the last game. But the Hydralisk Den coming up again, so this is kind of, I'm going to call this the Killer build. The Killer build against Hwasin. And he could just go in with Lurkers and end it with Lurkers, but I think he is going to do a little bit of Muta Harass before he does that. I'd like to take another look at Killer's base. Let me kind of click around on the screen. What? Oh, man, no Spire for Killer, so he is going for a Lurker build. Lurker build from Killer this time around.